I am now honored to introduce a history maker to you, the Honorable Randall L. Woodfin, Mayor of Birmingham, is the youngest mayor in Birmingham's history. Throughout his career, Mayor Woodfin has worked in various positions in municipal offices, including the Division of Youth Services, Birmingham City Council, the Jefferson County Commission for Economic Growth, as well as being a member of the school board. He was also Assistant City Attorney. Mayor Woodfin's dedication to Birmingham grew out of experiences that he had as a teenager in the city when he worked in a supermarket. And he put together the idea and he created and embraced putting people first. And indeed, we have seen this in his interactions with our students and faculty today. You put people first, Mayor Woodfin, and that is a remarkable, remarkable characteristic for the youngest mayor of Birmingham. He was raised in North Birmingham and attended Shays Valley High School and Morehouse College, where he majored in political science and was president of the Student Governance Association. He went on to earn his law degree from Cumberland School of Law at Stanford University in Birmingham. We are honored to have his presence here today, and we look forward to your inspiring words. All of us, please join me in applauding and welcome the Honorable Randall L. Woodfin.
Good morning, graduates. Good morning, graduates. I know y'all excited this morning. Let me start by acknowledging Madam President. Thank you for this opportunity to stand before you and your graduates and the entire Tuskegee family. To the members and boards, members of the trustees, thank you all for your leadership. To all the faculty and staff that are present, thank you for pouring into these graduates. And of course, to the families that are present, all the moms and dads, all the aunties and uncles, brothers and sisters, to all the grandmothers and grandfathers that are present, to the first cousins, second cousins, third cousins. We got some play cousins out here too. We appreciate y'all too. To all the family members that have poured into these graduates, your prayers, your support, your encouragement, pushing them every day to reach this point. Thank you to all the family that is present. And of course, to the graduates, I see y'all out there shining. I see your caps all decked out. This is your moment and your time. And on behalf of my administration and my hometown, the city of Birmingham, Alabama, I am so honored and privileged to share this moment with you. Make no mistake about it, graduates, this is your moment. And so I want to get into it. I want to speak directly to the graduates. About a month ago, my dad and I took a trip up to Washington, D.C. The purpose of that trip was for him and I to spend a little time together for Father's Day. And we toured the National Museum of the African American History and Culture. And I want to tell y'all it was a great experience. Being immersed in our own culture, our triumphs, our history, while sharing that moment with one of the guiding forces of my life, my dad. It was incredible. That museum, That museum is a monument to our legacy. And today, graduates, you stand at another point, one that will define your future. Like me, many of you all are joined by family. And also like me, your journey here at Tuskegee University will stand as a monument to your legacy. Like you, I am a proud graduate of a historically black college, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. There is no experience. There is no experience like an HBCU experience. Surrounded by black excellence all day. I don't care if it's algebra or accounting, every single class you take is basically a black history class. And dealing with the financial aid office. Look, if you can survive this financial aid office, you might as well sign up for the Avengers, because Thanos is light work compared to the financial aid office. Y'all know I'm keeping it real. But in all seriousness, what happens when you leave the comfort zone of this campus? What will happen when those friends who are with you on a daily are now miles, sometimes even states away? What will happen when family is nowhere to be seen and those trusted teachers and mentors of yours are now absent? It goes without saying, when you leave these walls, you will be hit with adversity. You see, adversity always waits until our expectations are super high and reach their peak, only to smash us down to earth. Adversity comes in many forms. Adversity comes in the form of heartbreak. Adversity comes in the form of disappointment. Adversity comes in the form of setbacks. Think about it. That job you want fell through. That medical exam you took didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Those friends you expected to ride with you for life, but wound up just being a season in your life. I'm speaking from experience. The first time I took the bar, I failed. The first time I ran for public office, I lost. Even during the midst of my own mayoral campaign, I lost my nephew to gun violence. At the time, my family was still attempting to heal from the loss of my brother, his father, who also died tragically. Having to look my own mother in her face, a woman whose heart was still torn, and watch her wrestle with grief. More grief, that is. What does that have to do with connecting with you? More often than not, graduates, adversity is a part of the black experience. Our people know setbacks. Our people know devastation. Our people know pain like few on this planet. But last month, when I toured the Museum of African American History in DC, I was reminded that our story is greater than the struggle. Our story is that of survival. Our story is that of triumph. And it's a story that I relive with my father and family walking by my side, just as your family has walked by your side. And so here it is, graduates. You are the continuation of a grand legacy. A legacy that boasts names like George Washington Carver, Betty Shabazz, Ralph Ellison, Lionel Richie, Keenan Ivory Waynes, Jonathan Porter, Judge Andre Sparks, and yes, Mayor Chokwe Lumumba. Giants in their fields who reshaped our country through science, literature, music, politics, and yes, entertainment. That's the impact they've made on this land. That's the way they kept Tuskegee's grand tradition growing strong. That's their legacy. But here's the question, graduates. What will yours be? What will be your legacy? I challenge you to unlock your potential. using the keys that you've acquired over the past few years here on this hallowed ground. Maybe it's time to unleash your inner Nipsey Hussle by digging deep into your communities to bring change on a fundamental level, reminding us all the meaning of hustle and motivate. Perhaps you need to tap into your inner Lizzo, being unapologetic about who you are, teaching your community the importance of self-love. Or maybe you embrace your inner Solange, being unconventional in your thoughts and free-spirited in your approach to life, paving the way for new voices to have a seat at the table when you get home. Here's the truth. And parents, y'all need to hit them with a little reality. I won't stand here and tell you that your degree equals guaranteed success. That is not how this world is shaped. That is not how it works. But what I will tell you, graduates, is that you have been built to face adversity head on and knock it down in any obstacle that gets in your way. I think I need to repeat that for the folks in the back. You have been built to face adversity head on and knock it down any obstacle that gets in your way, because that's the HBCU way. The world we live in, we mold champions. Challenges will come because that's what happens in life. But those challenges won't last, graduates, because you are made of stronger stuff. The very fact that you're sitting here proves it. And your families, your communities, your world needs your fortitude, and I need to tell you why. It's because healing starts with you. Activism starts with you. Reform starts with you. Restoration starts with you. Empowerment starts with you. And yes, graduates, compassion starts with you. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And so today, that first step begins when you walk across this stage. And the path you will leave behind will be clear and clear the way for the next generation. Just as the forefathers and foremothers of Tuskegee have done for all of you. I want to drop something on y'all. Each of you graduates are monuments to greatness. And I am reminded that from time to time I got a chance to come down here when Morehouse played Tuskegee. And I want to remind y'all what y'all told us. And whether it's sunny or great, we gon' ball and parlay. Keep it crunk every day. It's the Tuskegee way. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor Woodfin, for an inspiring message that drew such strong connections between Tuskegee's leaders and its legacy and your commitment to activism and reform. An important message for each and every one of us.